Okay, hey Sagittarius, let's de-stress before we begin. Take a few deep breaths with me. Thank you. And I want you to say your name out loud 3 times, your full name, your first name, middle, and last name. And that'll help me be able to tune into your aura. And I'm going to use this Sri Yantra on this card to tune into your highest levels of prosperity and wealth, balance, growth, and healing. Sagittarius, thank you for being here with me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I really appreciate all the comments. I love talking to you. I love knowing that anything I said resonated with you. I think it's a miracle to be able to connect on multi-dimensional levels. I love YouTube. I love the fact that I can connect with people all over the world. I really am enjoying this process. And thank you for joining me. Sagittarius. Doesn't breathing just help you relax? Relaxation is really important. The less stress you can have, the more energy flow and the more health. Sagittarius. Okay, I'm tuned in. Sagittarius. That's 2 cards. That's more than enough. You guys have lots of jumpers. Okay, so you guys are doing very well for yourselves. But you're complaining, though. Like, things are actually going right for you. But you're like, oh, it could be a little bit. Like, And the universe is just like, you shouldn't even be complaining because we've given you everything you asked for. And I know that because I pulled, this is the Sacred India Tarot deck, by the way. I love this deck. It's going to be my main deck forever and ever. Until I learn all the mythologies, and then I feel like, I need something else. But for now, I feel like I can look at these cards and read. Titan! He just startled the hell out of me. Let me go see what's going on. Okay. So we have the Ace of Cups in its reverse. So you have a lot of love in your life, but you're not really appreciating it. You have the Justice card here, which means that everything that, like, karmically that is owed to you has come to you or is coming to you. So you just might be like a little bit worried that you're like, where's my, like, justice? Where is the balance, that I was promised for sharing my gifts as a high priestess, for me being obedient and listening to myself, listening to my purpose, my higher calling, and my inner soul, my spirit. You're glowing with energy, with love and light. But I also see some things that you really want not really going the way that you want right now. Okay, so I see the Page of Pentacles reversed next to the Nine of Cups reversed and the Hierophant reversed. So you're really bored in your life right now, and you really would like for things to be shooken up as far as your relationships go. It seems like you're really lonely and you want someone to share your hopes and dreams with. And you've been making decisions, being safe. And it looks like it's really up to you to shake things up and to not get stuck in a rut and to get yourself out of depression. You kind of have become depressed. I see the Star reversed, and then I see the Three of Lotuses reversed. So what I'm seeing here is a disappointment that, maybe your highest dreams and aspirations, your like genius ideas and movement, you've taken some steps to go after some of the things that you want, but things have kind of fallen, like it's kind of like been a mixed bag of responses. And maybe people are jealous of you, and the people that you thought that were going to help you succeed are actually not on your side. But you can make things right by listening to your intuition. Let me see. Let me look at what the Hierophant is trying to say here underneath the High Priestess. So you have the Hierophant reversed underneath the High Priestess. Yeah, and yeah, you've become like closed-minded when it comes to looking at maybe another way for you to get things done. It's like either your way or the highway, and it's not working to your favor. You're pushing people away here. And it kind of reminds me of like Nicki Minaj right now, with her album Queen. You have the High Priestess here, and it's like karma for her to be in the position that she's in. She's dissatisfied with the way people have been handling her namesake, her queendom, and not giving her the respect that she feels like she deserves. But it's kind of like a self-exaltation type thing. Humility would help turn things around. And going with it, because the card in the middle here, because not this many cards popped out for the other signs. I just let them all pop out. It's okay. The Nine of Lotuses reversed is usually the Nine of Cups is the wish card. And I've never seen this card yet because I just got this deck a few days ago. It came through FedEx. So this is Shiva marries Parvati. Oh my God. I love Shiva and Parvati. Joy pervades the divine realms as Shiva finally succumbs to love and marries Parvati. All classes of living beings join the festivities led by the relieved divas. For Shiva was promised them their deliverer, his son Skanda, will soon be born, and he will kill Tarakasura. In his bliss, he has even agreed to resurrect Kama, for as he comments wryly, am I too not under Kama's sway now? Because Kama is Cupid in Hindu mythology. And he killed Kama for trying to shoot arrows at him because Parvati was trying to get his attention. Alright, yet because the wrath of Shiva cannot be without effect, Kama will be incorporeal until his good karma causes him to gain a human body in the future. Kama will be reunited with Rashi too in that birth. It satisfies the wishes of everybody, but karma has to be paid first. The marriage of Shiva and Parvati is the prototype for almost all Hindu weddings until today. It is symbolically reenacted in countless temples, while the Kandaraya Mahadeva temple in Khajuraho is one giant sculpture of the various stages of this divine nuptial. It is It has a resonance within the culture as an ode to supreme happiness that is simply not present in any other episode. This is what the Hindu considers a love story, and this wedding is its only fitting conclusion. Love should unite families, not disrupt the social fabric. Even Shiva, the wild man, uncontrollable, bizarre, settles into the ritual order of the cosmos. He becomes an example of Dharma to complete this reintegration into the social mainstream. The great god Brahma acts as the priest, presiding over the ceremony. The accumulated powers of yogic solitude will now be harnessed for well-being of society and the world. So, in order to get Shiva's attention, Parvati went to great lengths to rid herself of all materialism and to devote herself to yogic meditation and sublimation and fasting. Because Shiva was mourning the loss of his last wife, Parvati started off trying to get his attention by like doing wifely things, cleaning, cooking, being beautiful, and that was not getting his attention. That was not getting him over his grief. And then she tried shooting him with she got Kama to shoot him with an arrow, love arrow, and then Shiva just straight up killed him. So this was reverse, and it says complacency, arrogance, energy like that of a dissolute, still charming, far middle-aged playboy, taking everything for granted, supreme sense of entitlement, smugness, delusions of spiritual ability, and attainment. It has something to do with the regular intake of spirits, petulance and anger that the world is not devoting itself to make the person happy, wallowing in sensuality and sentimentality, jaded like the emperor who promised half his kingdom to the man who could devise a new pleasure, stagnation in relationships, one partner loves more than the other, lack of effort or belief in worth of what is being done, bone lazy, living in a fool's paradise, sudden failure of judgment and intuition. Success makes one grasping and greedy, indifference to plight of others, blind faith, social loathing, lounge lizard. So, and that's the card that's in the middle. Actually, let me show you guys. I don't have any problem showing you. Okay, so here you have your Ace of Lotus, which is basically being like, you ungrateful bitch. You do have the creative energy and the power, Page of Pentacles reverse, but you're being a brat, okay? And then you have the Star reverse. It's like it's like you feel hope. Oh, poor me. Oh, and then the very plight that you have these cards. These are all very beautiful cards here, but they're reversed because you're taking the things that have been given to you for granted, and maybe even throwing away a lot of your hard work. So let's get back focused, Sagittarius. Let's be grateful. Let's remember why you started doing what you began in the first place. And it's because you have a higher purpose, to be a high priestess and to be there for people. You know, and a high priestess is appointed by God. You have to not let your ego appoint you. When your ego appoints you, it also is like off with his head, off with her head, whenever it doesn't get its way. A high priestess is still under the guidance and petulance of the divine spirit. And it knows that justice is always being done, regardless of whether or not you get your way or not, regardless of whether or not people are pleasing you or not. People, apparently it's not time, because everything is going as it should go. Allow it, and then you'll get back in your flow. And maybe one day, if karma allows it, you'll get back to your prestige and honor, but only after you submit and surrender to divine spirit. So stop being an idiot. I'll talk to you guys soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and go to my website, Eye of the Dawn, for my services. My foot fell asleep. And also check out my events, the Unicorn Collective. You can look on my website for it, but go to mymeetup.com. We have the Tarot Learning Circle on Wednesday. I'm closing my eyes so that I can remember everything. Join me at Tangled Fairy 11 on Instagram, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace. Have a great evening, day, night.